Hi guys, I scored 86.21 percentile in the quant section in CAT 2023 and my overall percentile in CAT 2023 was 96.22, which is not very high. It's not great, but it is decent enough for a first attempt and a final attempt as well. So I can understand the pain of non-engineers when it comes to quants and LRDI, and that is what I'm going to address in this video. As of now, I've converted IMT Ghaziabad PGDM Marketing, which is their flagship program, and I will be joining IMT Ghaziabad next month. So I'll also be covering those days of my life, but that is for a separate video. So for this video, I will be sharing the strategies and the concepts and the resources that I found useful being a non-engineer in order to help me prepare better for quants. Although I could score only 86.21 or 22, whatever, 86 point some percentile, the advice that I will be giving you and the resources that I will be giving you are sufficient for you to score above 90 or even 95 percentile. Now, when it comes to quants, we all have to be a little realistic. Scoring above 99 percentile in quants for a non-engineer is extremely tough because the people that you're sitting with have maths as their core subject since a lot of years, especially the engineers and people who've done maths honors or anything related to maths directly. So they would have a very, very big advantage over non-engineers like me who have an English literature background. So I had done my graduation and post-graduation also in English literature. So I was somebody who was as far off from maths as possible. So I am guessing that you are one of those people if you have clicked on this video. So my strategy is specifically focused towards people from non-engineering backgrounds. People who have engineering or whose maths is already strong will find this video pretty much useless. But people like me who last studied maths in their school and are dead scared of maths will find this video super helpful. So let's start. The first point that I would like to make is that you have to build your foundations first and then construct the building on top of it. So being a non-engineer, if you last studied maths in your school, which I did. So when I started preparing for CAT in August, I was not even aware of how, I had forgotten basically of how to take out the HCF, LCM of 3-4 numbers and how to even do the long division method, how to divide by long division method. So these are the very basics that I had forgotten. So my suggestion to you would be to start from the number system. Do not directly jump to arithmetic or algebra. Getting a good understanding of the basic number system will give you a very big advantage when it comes to arithmetic, algebra, permutations and combinations, probability, logarithms, anything that is covered in CAT exam needs you to understand the basic number system first and the basic rules that apply to all the numbers. So my suggestion to you is to start from, if you want free resources, there's this channel called Rodha, which is run by Ravi Prakash sir. When I was doing my quant preparation, I found this extremely resourceful and extremely useful. Ravi Prakash sir has covered every basic concept of maths, of number systems, of arithmetic, of algebra, basically for free on his YouTube channel called Rodha, RODHA. You can access that channel. The playlists are made separately. It is a wonderful, wonderful channel, and Ravi Prakash sir as a mentor is great. His quant abilities is beyond my imagination. He's extremely good at what he does, and he's extremely good at teaching also. So this is a very famous channel that most MBA aspirants know of. Another channel that a lot of you might not have heard of is MBA Karo. It is a very underrated channel. I discovered it much later in my preparation journey after I had already given my CAT. So I used that MBA Karo channel for my SNAP and ZAT preparation. So MBA Karo is basically run by an FMS graduate. His name is Pranav Pant. He's an extremely skilled individual as well. He's currently very underrated, so you might take advantage of that and go to his YouTube channel. He has not covered everything in detail, but he solves a lot of previous year question papers, a lot of mocks live on his channel, which can be extremely helpful to you if you want to see how a topper, how an FMS graduate, and he also is a LRDI topper in CAT 2023. He scored 100 percentile in the LRDI section. So that is something very amazing. So you can follow that channel also. MBA Karo and Rodha are my top two recommendations. If you're somebody like me, I did not have any coaching when it came to CAT 2023. I prepared all by myself from these free resources. I just purchased the mocks towards the end. I'll make a separate video on the best mocks to buy, and I'll also rank them according to difficulty levels. So that will be quite useful to you. Point number 2 is to first focus on arithmetic and algebra after completing the number system, obviously. Focus on these two because these two were the biggest chunks that came in CAT 2023. Obviously, this pattern can change, but arithmetic has been holding a very significant value since the past few years in the CAT quant section. But algebra has also emerged as a top player in CAT 2023. So these two sections are quite important. Then you can move on to logarithm. Logarithm is not that difficult to crack once you get a hold of it. And then you can probably move to permutation and combination, which a lot of people find challenging, including myself. And probability also I find quite challenging. And if you're wondering why I'm sweating so much, it is because I'm sitting inside my car. It is almost 45-46 degrees outside, and I have switched off the AC, switched off the fan, because otherwise the voice will be interrupted. The audio of this video will be interrupted. So subscribe to the channel if you like my effort. Just had to plug this in. Point number 3 is more of a strategy when attempting the actual paper. When you attempt the mocks, you should not ideally fixate on the very first question that you get in the exam, because a lot of time what happens is that you get 4 very hard questions, then 1 easy question in between, and then maybe 2 hard questions after that. So you should ideally skim through the entire question paper, the entire quant section, give it 3-4 minutes, 5 minutes max, and skim through the entire quant's question paper. Mark the questions that you think are easy, and then after those 5 minutes are over, start attempting those marked questions first. Because what used to happen with me initially when I started giving my CAT mocks was that I began solving in the natural order that the questions appeared in. So I got stuck in the 4, 5, 10 questions in the beginning, and those 40 minutes got over. And then when I analyzed that mock, I used to figure out that at the very last, there were very easy questions, which I could have done easily. So it is very important to take a look at the entire question paper before you decide where to focus your energy. Point number 4 is that do not focus on building speed from the very beginning, because as a non-engineer, you will find a lot of these YouTube videos which will show you hacks and a lot of speed techniques of solving a particular question. Those are important, yes, but please understand when they become important. They become important only when you know the basic structure and the basic process that has to be followed to solve a particular question. When you have the clear-cut understanding of the basic concept, then you can move on to learn the shortcut and the trick to solve that question very quickly. But if you only learn the shortcut, a lot of situations will come when that shortcut won't apply, and you'll have to solve a question with the standard process that is applicable. Point number 5 is that you need to revise the important formulas and the cubes and squares and square roots, cube roots of important numbers on a day-to-day basis. You cannot do this in the end. You will not remember it all, because there are such a huge amount of formulae that exist in the quant world. So what I used to do was I got these A4 sheets and I wrote all the important formulae, pasted them in my entire room. So half the wall of my room is filled with these important squares, cubes, cube roots, and the important logarithm functions, geometry formulas, everything. Anything that I found being repeatedly asked in questions, any formula that I had to apply over and over again in solving various questions in various mocks, I put that on an A4 size sheet and put it in my room. And I used to practice, I used to go through all these formulas in writing. You don't just have to read them, you should write them all down, preferably at the end of your day when you're done with the studying, when you're about to sleep. Take out half an hour, 45 minutes, write all these formulas down every single day so that it gets embedded in your permanent memory. So these were my little tips to prepare well for the quant section if you are a non-engineer. I know maths and quants can seem very daunting, it can seem very terrifying in the beginning, and when you see the CAT questions and these at-level questions, those are terrifying. But you should take solace in the fact that you don't have to solve all the questions to get a decent percentile. So for example, when I got 86 percentile, I solved only 5 questions, out of which I got 1 wrong. If you solve 6-7 questions, you should be able to get above 90 percentile. Obviously, that depends upon the difficulty of the paper. Also, if the paper comes very easy, then you might have to solve above 10 questions to get a decent percentile. This preparation journey will take at least 4-5 months if you do not have any contact with maths whatsoever. But this is a task that can be done. And I really hope that you guys score above 95 percentile, or some of you might even score above 99 percentile. I don't know. It is not impossible, certainly. It is very hard because the competition is with engineers and people with maths backgrounds. So whatever your strength is, play according to that. If your strength is VARC, if your strength is LRDI, if you are a non-engineer, play to that and ensure that you also carry along the quant section with you so that you don't fail when it comes to clearing the sectional cutoffs like I did when it came to the LRDI section. So this was the video from my end. I will see you in the next one. Subscribe if you like this kind of content. Bye bye. Bas, bye bye.